Mastering Your Destiny, Émile Coué's Guide to Harnessing Imagination over Willpower. Learn the simple yet powerful technique of conscious autosuggestion to manifest your desires quickly. Understand the 3 laws of imagination and change your life. Finally, I will give you a life-altering mantra. Please watch the full video to learn how to use it. Imagine that you possess an untapped reservoir of abilities and potential. What if I told you that the key to unlocking this potential lies not in sheer willpower, but in something far more profound and accessible? That is your imagination. In this transformative video, we delve into the teachings of Émile Coué, a pioneer in conscious autosuggestion, and explore how you can harness the power of your imagination to achieve your deepest desires. Émile Coué, a French psychologist and pharmacist, discovered that imagination far outweighs willpower's ability to shape our lives. He proposed that our mental images and assumptions hold more influence over our actions than mere determination. The myth of willpower. Willpower is often celebrated as the key to success, but is it as powerful as we believe? Consider the example of a person struggling with alcohol addiction. They may genuinely want to quit but feel an overwhelming urge to continue drinking. Similarly, a criminal may claim they couldn't help but commit a crime. These examples show that willpower alone may not overcome such challenges. Despite their sincere desire to change, individuals in these situations feel compelled to act in harmful ways. For instance, a person with alcohol addiction may acknowledge the negative consequences of drinking but still find themselves unable to resist the urge. Similarly, a criminal may feel driven to commit a crime and claim they have no control over their actions. In these cases, it's clear that the power of imagination plays a significant role. Individuals may feel they have no choice but to act in a certain way, believing they cannot change their behavior. In reality, willpower is a finite resource. It can be depleted, leaving you helpless to your old habits and negative behaviors. What drives these actions if not willpower? The answer is imagination. While willpower is a significant force, it almost always turns against you unless it is aligned with your imagination. Your imagination is a powerful force that often operates unconsciously, shaping your thoughts, behaviors, and ultimately your reality. Imagination is like a mighty torrent that can lead to destruction if left unchecked, or a wild horse without a bridle or reins. But just as a torrent can be redirected to generate power and a wild horse can be tamed, your imagination can also be harnessed and directed. Subscribe to my channel for more empowering content. Show support by hitting the like button and sharing this video with your friends. What part of today's message struck a chord with you? How will you apply it in your life? Let me know in the comments. Before I share how to tame your imagination to your advantage, I want to give you more examples of how imagination quickly changes your reality and the 3 fundamental laws of imagination. Émile Coué's book, Self-Mastery Through Conscious Autosuggestion, provides enough compelling examples to prove that imagination is more powerful than willpower. Coué illustrated the supremacy of imagination over willpower with a simple yet profound metaphor. Imagine walking along a wooden plank placed on the ground. Most people can easily walk its length. However, elevating the same plank 20 feet above the ground makes the task daunting, not because the physical challenge has changed, but imagination has created fears of falling. This metaphor highlights how imagination can transform our perception of reality, impacting our actions and outcomes. Coué also pointed out how imagination affects our ability to fall asleep. A person who has insomnia may lie in bed desperately trying to will themselves to sleep. However, the more they try, the more restless they become. This is because their imagination fixates on the fear of being unable to sleep, creating a self-fulfilling prophecy. By letting go of the effort and allowing the mind to relax, sleep can come naturally. Have you ever struggled to recall a name or a piece of information only to find it coming to you effortlessly once you stop trying? This phenomenon occurs because the initial effort to remember is often counterproductive, creating a mental block. When you relax and shift your focus, your imagination is free to retrieve the information without the interference of willpower. When trying to ride a bicycle, beginners often grip the handlebars tightly out of fear of falling. If they notice an obstacle in their path, such as a small pebble, they might fixate on it and steer directly into it despite trying to avoid it. This happens because imagination focuses on the obstacle, overriding their will to prevent it. You may feel a sense of vertigo when standing in a high place. This isn't because the physical act of standing has changed, but because your imagination creates up fear of falling. This mental image sends signals to your body, causing you to feel unsteady and more likely to lose your balance. The imagined consequences have a direct impact on your physical state. Now, let's discuss the 3 laws of imagination as proposed by Émile Coué after 20 years of experiment. First law: imagination always wins. When willpower and imagination conflict, imagination always triumphs. For example, despite a person's will to walk confidently along a high plank, their imagination of falling will cause them to falter. Or how you get a sense of vertigo when on top of a tall building. The second law, the square of willpower. The force of imagination is directly proportional to the square of willpower. This means that if your willpower increases, the power of your imagination increases exponentially. When these two forces are opposed, imagination's influence is vastly stronger. Willpower is no match for imagination. The third law of imagination: multiplication of forces. When willpower and imagination are aligned, they don't add to each other, they multiply. This synergy creates a powerful driving force that can lead to incredible achievements. Disclaimer: the phrases in direct proportion to the square of the will and is multiplied are not precisely accurate or exact measurement of that number. They are used solely to convey the relationship between willpower and imagination. I hope you get the point. If you find this video inspiring, don't forget to subscribe to my channel for more transformative content. Hit the like button, share this video with your friends to spread the message. What resonated with you today? What will you put into practice? Why don't you share that with me in the comments below? Just pause and reflect for a moment. Have you ever stopped to consider how your imagination influences your daily life? How often do negative thoughts creep in uninvited? These thoughts are products of uncontrolled imagination. No one teaches us to think negatively, it happens naturally. What if you could control this torrent force? What could you achieve if you could turn negative thoughts into positive actions? Imagine the possibilities. What could you accomplish if you learn to direct your imagination toward your goals instead of letting it run wild? All negative thoughts are also a product of uncontrolled imagination. The key to managing your imagination is practicing autosuggestion. But to understand autosuggestion, you need to understand what is a suggestion. To control your imagination, you must understand the difference between suggestion and autosuggestion. Suggestion is when You try to plant an idea in someone else's mind. But is this really possible? Not exactly. Suggestion only works if the person's mind accepts it and turns it into autosuggestion. Autosuggestion is when you implant an idea in your own mind by yourself. If you suggest something to someone and their unconscious mind does not accept it or internalize it, nothing happens. This means the suggestion did not turn into autosuggestion. For example, I have tried suggesting ideas to people, but sometimes it didn't work because their minds rejected the ideas and they did not turn it into autosuggestions. In short, for any suggestion to work, it has to be accepted by the person's own mind and become autosuggestion. What is an autosuggestion? Autosuggestion is a way of influencing your subconscious with positive thoughts. It's all about using your imagination to improve your mental and physical well-being. We have been using autosuggestion unconsciously since birth, but we often do it in a way that doesn't benefit us. Negative thoughts are autosuggestions, that is, negative imaginations with high emotions. Many people don't realize this. The methods for doing this are pretty simple. Instead of using autosuggestion unconsciously, all we have to do is use it consciously. Here is how to do it. Carefully consider what you want to use autosuggestion for and decide if it's something you want to affirm or negate. Then repeat to yourself several times without thinking about anything else. This comes, this goes, this is not going to happen, this is going to happen, and so on and so forth. If your subconscious accepts the suggestion, it has become an autosuggestion. You will harness your imagination in positive ways and start using it. You will find that the idea becomes a reality in every detail. If you have genuinely autosuggested something, meaning your unconscious mind has absorbed the idea, you will be amazed to see what you focused on actually starts happening. A key point to remember is that you should not use your willpower when practicing autosuggestion. Once again, a key point to remember is that you should not use your willpower when practicing autosuggestion if your willpower conflicts with your imagination, such as thinking, I will make this happen, while your imagination doubts it. Not only will you fail to achieve your goal, but the opposite might happen. This is why using willpower often doesn't work well when it goes against what your imagination believes. You get the point. Let's put this all together. While willpower is a powerful force, it frequently turns against the individual. People often fail when they resist a deeply ingrained habit or impulse solely through willpower. The internal struggle intensifies the very behavior they wish to control. The crux of the issue lies in the interplay between willpower and imagination. The state of mind necessary for success is not sheer will, but desire and belief. When an individual thinks, I desire to do such and such, or I wish to do such and such, without forcing their will, they are more likely to succeed. This approach shifts the focus from a battle of willpower to harmonious alignment with one's imagination. The puppet master. We like to believe that we act voluntarily and that our decisions and actions result from deliberate conscious choices powered by our will. However, we are often like puppets directed by our imagination, which holds the reins. The true power lies in our ability to direct our imagination consciously. Taming the imagination. To cease being puppets, we must learn to consciously harness and direct our imagination. By doing so, we can align our desires and actions to make willpower a supportive force rather than a conflicting one. This requires a shift in mindset where we focus on cultivating positive, self-affirming beliefs through practices like autosuggestion. As promised, I will give you Émile Coué's famous mantra now. Day by day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. Day by day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. Day by day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. This mantra encapsulates his philosophy of autosuggestion, a technique designed to reprogram the subconscious mind by repeating positive affirmations. His affirmation is on my phone and I can confirm its effectiveness firsthand. Day by day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. Day by day, in every way, I am getting better and better. Please don't underestimate its power. Coué prescribed gently whispering the affirmation 20 times just before drifting to sleep at night, and again just as you are waking up in the morning. A great teacher said, thought is like steam power, and emotion is like nuclear power. When compared, emotion wins every time. Ideas worth remembering. Imagination holds greater power than willpower. Your mental images and assumptions shape your reality more than sheer determination. If willpower alone were enough, issues like compulsive behaviors, intrusive thoughts, and lack of motivation would not exist. French mind theorist Émile Coué recognized the limitations of willpower and introduced a famous mantra: day by day, in every way, I'm getting better and better. Despite having thousands of followers by his death in 1926, Coué faced criticism for his seemingly simplistic mantra. Critics missed the essence of Coué's teachings, the method of using the words. He recommended softly repeating the affirmation 20 times before sleep and upon waking, believing this practice could help overcome internal psychological barriers. Coué argued that willpower cannot match the transformative power of imagination, illustrating this with a wooden plank to demonstrate how mental imagery can influence our actions and beliefs. Sharing this video with others can be the most profitable thing you can do. By doing so, you can help others and align yourself with the law of life that states you get by giving. In return, you may expect prosperity and be rewarded secretly with a larger life. So, don't hesitate to subscribe, like, and share this video with your friends and spread the message. Thanks for your time. See you next time. Bye for now.